1983, Microsoft announced the development of Windows, a graphical user interface for MS-DOS. 1985, Microsoft released Windows 1.0, introducing a simple graphics painting program and other basic applications. 1987, Windows 2.0 was released, slightly more popular than its predecessor, introducing Microsoft Excel and Word for Windows. 1988, Windows 2.03 introduced overlapping windows, leading to a copyright lawsuit from Apple. 1990, Windows 3.0, the first version to achieve broad commercial success, was released. 1991, the Linux kernel is created and released by Linus Torvalds, offering a free and open-source alternative to Minix. 1992, the Linux kernel is relicensed under the GNU General Public License, GPL, and the Linux Foundation is formed. 1993, the Debian project is founded, aiming to be a free operating system. In the same year, Microsoft released Windows NT targeting businesses. 1994, the first version of Red Hat Linux is released, later evolving into Red Hat Enterprise Linux. 1995, Windows 95 was released, introducing the Start menu and support for 32-bit applications. 1996, Linux kernel version 2.0 introduces support for multiprocessor systems. 1998, IBM announces extensive support for Linux. Microsoft released Windows 98. 1999, Windows 98 Second Edition was released. 2000, SUSE Linux Enterprise Server is released. Microsoft released Windows 2000 for servers and workstations and Windows Me for consumers. 2001, Windows XP is released, built on the Windows NT kernel. Ubuntu is also launched, aiming for a user-friendly desktop-oriented distribution. 2003, Media Center edition of Windows XP is released. 2004, Linux kernel version 2.6 is released, introducing improvements in performance and scalability. 2007, Windows Vista is released. Android, based on the Linux kernel, marks Linux's impact on mobile OS market. 2008, Windows Server 2008 is introduced. 2009, Windows 7 and Windows Server 2008 R2 are launched. 2012, Windows 8 and Windows Server 2012 are released. 2013, Windows 8.1 and Windows Server 2012 R2 are released. 2015, Windows 10 is released, addressing UI shortcomings of Windows 8. 2020, Linux kernel 5.6 is released with updates including support for USB 4 and new hardware. 2021, Windows 11 is formally announced and released, introducing a centered Start menu and taskbar. 2022, Windows 11 2022 Update 22H2 begins its phased rollout. 2023, the next annual update for Windows, codenamed Copper 23H2, is released with new features like an expanded widgets view.